Have you ever stared at the ceiling in the morning knowing you have got work in an hour and you already hate the idea of going, but deep down, you know it's not the job you hate. It's what the job is doing to you. Meanwhile, you see people everywhere building income streams with AI, launching tools, automating work, closing clients quickly. And you are thinking, I don't even know where to start. Do I need to learn the code, or is it already too late? Well, what if I told you you could literally change your life in the next 20 minutes? Because the thing is, I was in the exact same situation as yours just 7 months ago. And here is what happened since then. Check the screenshot. So, shall we get this video started? Look, before we even talk tools or tactics, you really need to figure out one thing first. What skill you already have that people would actually pay for? Because that is the point where everything starts. Not with AI, not with agents, not with some fancy software. It starts with you. For example, just ask yourself one simple question. What I do right now that someone would pay me for? Is it marketing? Is it sales? Is it customer support? Or is it something related to healthcare? Literally, just find what you are good at, because let me tell you this. This is the foundation of everything that we will do next. And if you are still confused, grab a diary and ask yourself mindfully what I like doing the most daily in my workspace and what I enjoy solving the most. After that, then we will move the next step that many people miss, and that is identifying the real pain. Literally, just forget building a cool tool. Just focus on solving boring problems, because boring problems pay the most. Think about your own day. What's the thing that wastes your time? What's the thing you hate doing, but you have to do anyway? For example, if you're in the sales, maybe it's rewriting the same follow-up email 20 times. Maybe you're in a customer support and you hate answering the same question over and over again. Well, that is the stuff that you and me got to target, because that's where AI agent jumps in. And let me share a story I heard on TechCrunch a month ago. There was a guy named as Bernard Acetuna who used to be an AI scientist at Meta. He was super sharp, but he did not want to waste his genius stuck in endless meetings and talking and explaining technical stuff to normal stakeholders. So what did he do? He built Stack AI. The whole point was to make automation so simple that any business can use it with no technical requirement. And how did we found the problem? He saw the roadblock, knew he could fix it, and just went for it. Fast forward, now Stack AI raises $16 million. Now Bernard's running one of the hottest AI startups out there, and that's how I want you to think. But here is the thing. You have got to sit down and really look at your day. What problem do you deal with other people deal with too? Because that is where opportunity lies. And trust me, no one else can find it for you. You have got to sit and find it. And once you spot this pain, everything else will click. Now, let's say you have figured that out. You know your skill. You have found the problem. So what now? Well, it's simple. Build something that solves it. But keep one thing in mind. You don't need 10 features. You just need to build one simple and effective solution that works perfectly. Because the thing is, if your agent saves someone 6 hours a week, your customer will care. If it saves them $1,000 a month, they will pay for it. And now I'm gonna show you how to build your first AI agent in just 5 minutes. I'll try to break it down step by step so you can follow along and build it with me. Nothing fancy, just solving a real problem using tools that are already out there. So let's build the agent now. So we'll be building our first AI agent with the help of Relevance. Relevance is an AI platform which helps you to develop your AI agents with the help of some no-code workflows and everything. So there is no need of some custom coding skills in order to develop any type of agent with the help of Relevance. Relevance is an amazing platform. You can actually build teams of AI agents that deliver human quality work. It's true, I have tested it, I have used it for my clients, and it's an amazing platform. So you can request a demo if you want to, you can try it for free. So let's log in, or if you do not have an account, you can just go and sign up. But in my case, I do have an account, so I'll just click on login. Here we go. This is my test account, by the way, and I have tried few AI agents. So you can see a few tools which are already here. Before jumping into developing our first agent, I want to show you what this agent will do. So it's going to be a prospect personal brand strategy generator. So the AI agent will ask you a few questions, and then in result, you will have a proper brand strategy generated for you automatically with the help of AI agent. So purpose is very clear: to empower agencies to easily craft personalized brand strategy documents for clients by adding clients' website and LinkedIn profiles, dramatically reducing the time and effort involved, obviously. So we're going to be asking for the client website on LinkedIn. That's it. And this particular agent will actually just go and scrap their website and their LinkedIn and decide the personal brand strategy for that particular client. So this agent could be used by the personal brand agencies, which actually help people in generating their reports for the personal brand or growing their personal brand. So they can actually use it, or you can use it by yourself for your own use case or anything. So tools we'll be using is Relevance, OpenAI, and Firecrawl. Relevance to develop AI agent, OpenAI to kind of use the LLM and everything, and Firecrawl to scrap the data from the website. So benefits: significantly reduces the hours agencies typically spend on developing personalized branding strategies, simplifies the process to just 2 inputs, the client's company website and LinkedIn profile, enables quick and high quality strategy creation that is data driven and personalized, enhances agency productivity, and allows for delivering fast results to clients. So yeah, a lot of benefits, by the way. Let's get back to Relevance and start developing our AI agent. You need to click on new tool on right top, and now the Relevance has a feature to start or develop a tool with the help of AI. But in our case, we'll be developing it from the scratch because I want to teach you how to develop your first AI agent. So let's click on build from scratch. It's going to take us to a very custom dashboard where we can actually add all of these inputs. So what's the name of your tool? We can call this tool is copied and pasted, a research company prospect, but using this tool, we'll be doing research on the company's website of the individual for whom we want to create a personal brand report. So yeah, now if you want to add an icon, you can just click here and add any type of icon if you want to, whatever you want to add. Yeah, just add this for the fun. So yeah, description, if you want to add, you can actually add that. I'll just go and add something here. This tool will help you scrap the website of the company, something very basic. Now, the next thing is our inputs. So what should be the input? Now, if you click on text, because we need a text input, you need to type the name of input for agent. We can add something like, please input the URL of the company. That's it. Tell how this input is described. Yeah, you can add some instructions there if you want to make sure it starts from HTTPS // So yeah, here we go. This is how the first input looks like now. And this is the first question which we'll be asking is the company's website. If you want to add the next step now, the next step we'll be using Firecrawl because we want to scrap the data from the website of the client. So you just need to click here and it's going to be searching for you, the Firecrawl web scrapper. Here we go. Just click on it. Here we go. Yep. So now we have one input here. So what is the purpose of this input here? Because we want to pass the value of our first input to Firecrawl, because Firecrawl will be scrapping the data for us from the website of our client. So we'll be passing this value to this input, right? So we can just change the name of this input here. We can just call it, company URL. So we just need to, when you click on it, you'll see this pop-up coming up. So just click on the company URL here, which means we are just passing the website URL, which someone is adding here to here. And yeah, we need to, let's uncheck this, not scrap, extract main content only, then Firecrawl API key. So there is no need to add that. So what we need to do now is we just need to go to Firecrawl. Here we go. This is Firecrawl. When you land on the page, you can see turn websites into LLM ready data. Like if you add any domain, any website domain, you'll have a complete information of that company right in front of you, because Firecrawl scraps the data for you in a very good way. Then there are lots of other options. It actually crawls and then search. Crawl means like crawl all the pages on a website. It goes on all the pages of that website, not just limited to one domain or URL which you add. So the feature which we'll be using is crawl feature, which is quite good. I have used it several times before. So you need to sign up first. In my case, I already have an account, so I'll just be going to dashboard. We'll just be grabbing the API key from here. Because we have to add that API key to relevance, because we'll be using the service of Firecrawl, their servers, their consumption, everything will be happening from here. So we just need to grab the API key. API key will help us to connect relevance with the Firecrawl usage and everything. So you just need to create an API key, name it anything, whatever you want to create an API key. You can copy the API key from here and then go back to relevance. In the relevance, you can actually go to settings from the left side. Here in this section, you can see the name of several companies, but the one which we'll be using are, in this case, OpenAI and Firecrawl. That's it. So we just grab the API key of Firecrawl. In my case, I already have pasted it here. You just need to paste the API key here. Once you will do that, that means the Firecrawl is connected with relevance for a crawling feature which you will be using. So I hope this makes sense. In the same way, you have lots of other platforms. Whatever you will be using, you just need to add the API key of that platform. That's it. You're good to go. Let's close it down now. Here we go. Scrap only, no. We extract main content only, yes, it's okay. So here we go now. What we need to do is how many pages we want to crawl. We can do 4 pages. That's good enough. And so what's going to happen now is let's add something here. So let's take an example and try and test these 2 steps which we have just finished. I'll be taking an example of Alex Hormozi and his company acquisition.com. So let's say I want to generate a brand strategy for Alex Hormozi and his company. So I'm just going to go to his website and grab the URL I just did, copy and paste it here. And now once you add the link here, you can run this step. Then we have to wait for a few seconds to get some results. So the processing time is finished, and here we go. We just grabbed a lot of data from the website of Alex Hormozi, which is his company, acquisition.com. We have few images, and if we go down, we have FAQs because we went for 4 pages. So we have a lot of data now here. Come down, blah, blah, blah. So yep, here we go. We've scrapped a lot of data. Now the last step is inserting this information into LLM, which is going to be a brain, which is going to be processing all of this information to kind of like give it a proper shape to this information. So let's add our last step, which is LLM. Here we go. Now it's asking for the prompt. You can actually add any type of prompt. It's up to you that which kind of prompt you want to add. It depends like which kind of skills you have regarding prompt engineering. But in our case, I already have created this prompt with the help of AI. And in the same way, you can do that. There are lots of good platforms out there who helps you to generate some really, really good prompts. So I'm not going to be wasting time on teaching you here how to create a good prompt. But yeah, you can, maybe I'll be doing it in the next videos. But yeah, we have to insert the output here now. And the output is, we can just insert this data. Our prompt is here now, and we just inserted the data, which is coming from step 2, which is Firecrawl. And this particular prompt is saying you're an expert business analyst specializing in company evaluations. Given the content scrap from a company's website, provide a comprehensive analysis that include the following sections, blah, blah, blah. All of these sections are here. And now we just need to run this workflow and see which kind of analysis this particular prompt will give us. So I'll just click on run step. But yeah, before doing that, there is one thing which is very, very important. Now we also need an API key for the OpenAI, because we'll be using OpenAI model here. Whatever model you want to use, it's up to you. But in my case, I'll be using OpenAI. So I just need to grab the OpenAI API key so that we will be using the OpenAI services to process this complete data. And so that we can actually create some kind of like report. So I'm going to be using a mini version of any good model. We can just search for, I believe, GPT 4.1 mini. Yeah, let's go for it. Here we go. Now we just need to go to OpenAI Playground. So the domain is platform.openai.com/playground, and you just need to log in. If you do not have an account, click on sign up. It's up to you where you're standing right now. Okay, so when you will sign up, you will see this dashboard right in front of you. And here you just need to click on the dashboard on right top. And here you will need to go to API keys. And once you're here, you can just create a new secret key, name it, and create a secret key. And once you do that, you will have these kind of API keys right in front of you. Just copy that and go back to Relevance. But before going back to Relevance, I want to tell you something. These are not free. You have to load the API, load the OpenAI with some dollars. Like in my case, you can just go for, I just loaded it with like $5. You can do it for like 10, 5, depends on your use case or how much consumption you will be doing for OpenAI. So once you copy the API key, by the way, go back to Relevance and paste your key in the OpenAI section. Here you go, OpenAI API key master. Just paste it here. And once you do that, then that means you have connected your account of OpenAI with Relevance. Now you can actually consume all of that. So yeah, it's here. We just went for 4.1 mini, and now I will just run this tab. It's cute. Now it's running. So we need to wait for a few seconds. So we have the output now. Our prompt was quite good. So it's a comprehensive business analysis of acquisition.com. If we come down, there are lots of sections, by the way. And here's a summary. Acquisition.com is a high-impact business education and growth partnership firm based, founded by proven entrepreneurs, Alexa and Leila Hermosi, blah, blah, blah. So we have the tool finished now. Just click on the save changes here. And as the same changes are saving, yeah, it actually pushed us back to here we go. It's good. So I just want to introduce you to two more sections. We were in the use section here now, by the way, on the left top. And now if you go into the build section, yeah, we were in the build section, but now we just like went to the use section now. In the use section, we have shareable app. You have a form like this with one input. You can actually add a URL and click on the run tool. It's going to be answering you all of those. It's going to be like running everything automatically in the backend and giving you a comprehensive analysis of that company. And if you want to use the API, just go there. It's a post API. Just use all of this and then run in bulk and shareable app. Blah. So, and in the build section again, whatever we have done just now, it's the same section. So if we go back to the tool section now, we just created a company research tool. Now we're going to create a new tool, by the way, and we're going to be creating it from the scratch. Okay, so let's name this tool. Just copied and pasted tool 2, which is Research Prospect LinkedIn. If you click on plus icon, you can go for, okay, let's use this icon. We are scrapping the data from LinkedIn. Okay, our first question is going to be a text-based question. Yes, it's true. Please add the URL of your LinkedIn. What's that? LinkedIn. Okay. Again, make sure it starts from https://. So again, we can just rename this to LinkedIn URL. Here we go. Perfect. Everything looks good. Now we need to add the second step, which is getting a data from LinkedIn, right? So there's a workflow which is offered by Relevance itself. So I'm sorry, I think I just spelled the LinkedIn wrong. Okay, get a LinkedIn profile company data in post. Yeah, let's tap on it and click on expand. So now again, the same thing, we'll be passing the value of the first step into the second step here. let's add the brackets and LinkedIn URL. Here we go. Again, we have to choose an option from this drop down. Get user post profile, we get company profile, blah blah blah, get user's profile. That's what we need. Okay, so if we run this tab, we'll be having a complete data from the LinkedIn of any user which we'll be adding here. As we are using acquisition.com in the extracting the company, so for the LinkedIn we can use the Alex Hermosi LinkedIn profile. That is going to be LinkedIn URL. Let me go to his profile and grab a link. Here we go. Let's add here and click on run step and wait for a few seconds. Oh my god, it was very quick, by the way. So look how cool it is. We have a complete data from the Alex Hermosi LinkedIn. It's look crazy, right? Now we have to go to LLM again, because we have the data from the LinkedIn. Now we need to kind of like summarize this data in a very good form. So let's click on LLM here, and we need to click on expand and add a prompt. It's up to you, whatever prompt you want to use. I'm just grabbing the prompt, which I already have. Let's paste it here. And in the last section, I'll be passing the dynamic data from LinkedIn step. So that is this LinkedIn data. Everything we are actually passing from step 2 to step 3. Let me read a few sections of the prompt. You are a seasoned career coach and personal branding expert. Based on the content scrapped from individual's LinkedIn profile, provide a complete detailed analysis, blah, blah, blah. So that's it. We have to choose a model here again now. I'm going to go for something which is mini, which is cost effective. Here we go. And we can also run this tab. Let's wait for a few seconds. Here we go. The output is here. All of the details from his LinkedIn in a very, very good summarized form. They are visible on the screen now. Cool. We are done with the tool 2 now. So we will move towards having a tool 3 now, which is summarizing or creating a personal brand strategies from the output of tool 1 and tool 2. Again, click on creating a new tool, build from scratch. Yes, obviously. Again, tool 3, creating a personal brand strategy. This is the last tool which we are using. Okay, let's use this one. It looks cool, by the way. Yeah, we just need to add a description, taking inputs from tool 1 and tool 2 and providing personal brand strategy in tool 3. So what we are going for now, now the option which we have is long text. You just need to add the questionnaire, which is please insert the company research data, and then add some description. Here we go. Yeah. And in the same way, we can call this as company summary. Let's go back and now add one more long text, and it's gonna be please insert the prospect research data. And we also need to add the description. Here we go. Summary of the prospect based on his LinkedIn profile. So the tool 1 is kind of like inserting the input here, and tool 2 is inserting the output here. Not input, but output. And tool 2 is inserting the output here. Long text, we can replace it with LinkedIn _ summary. There we go. So the tool 3 is also almost ready now. And if you want to test it, by the way, you just need to go to tool 1 and copy and paste the output here, and then go to tool 2, copy and paste the output here, and click on run tool from here. It's going to be providing you a proper personal brand strategy. But till now, this is a very manual process, because you'll have to come to this tool 3 and insert the outputs of tool 1 and tool 2. That's how it's going to work. But we want to automate the full process, because that's how the AI agents work. So I'm going to save this. And once it's saved, I'm going to create an AI agent with the help of these 3 tools. Connecting these 3 tools with each other is going to be creating one big AI agent. This is going to be working automatically. I'm going to go back now. And on the left side, you can see a lot of options. Just go to AI agents. And from here, you need to click on the new agent from here. And once you do that, it's showing you something like if you want to build it with the help of AI, but we can actually start from scratch. Okay, so this is how the agent's dashboard looks like. So first you need to do is just insert the name of the agent. In our case, it's going to be person brand strategist for Possible, which is the name of my company, and we actually develop different types of AI agents and MVPs and softwares, you just name it. So now let's start the description. This agent will create a person brand strategy by analyzing the prospect company data and LinkedIn data. And the last thing, again, you just need to create a prompt, which is gonna be something which is up to you, like which type of prompt you want to create. In my case, I just created this like a few days ago. I'm just using this, and it says like you're an expert in personal branding and strategic communications. Your task is to develop a comprehensive and tailored personal brand strategy, blah blah blah. And we're going to be inserting the output of those 3 tools somewhere here. And let's remove this. We can remove this one too. Let's remove this one too. But before doing this, you need to go into the tool section and click on add tools here. So we need to add tools which we have created earlier. We'll start from research prospect, which is gonna be tool 1. Yes, this add one tool. It's here. Let's add one more. It's gonna be LinkedIn or something. The tools which we have created. LinkedIn. What I name that? Just need to go and grab the name. Yes, it was research prospect LinkedIn, something like that. Yep. Here we go. We can add this tool too. And the last one is creating a personal brand strategy. Yep, here we go. We can use this one, add one tool. Here we go. So now we have added these 3 tools to this agent. We need to default these tools to something. It's not something which is complex to do, but it is something which is very important thing to do. So let's say the tool 3, which is for research, creating a personal brand strategy, you just need to kind of like you need to add some information like use when you need to generate a personal brand strategy from the prospect and company research data, so that our agent will know what is the purpose of this tool. Agent is smart enough to read this much information to understand like, okay, what was the purpose of this tool in this agent. So that's how we're going to explain to agent, okay, take this information from us and make it work in that way. So like they say now, when you need to generate a personal brand strategy from prospect and company research data, in the same way you have to do the same thing for the second tool, which is the LinkedIn. Use when you need to search a prospect LinkedIn URL. And for the last one, you want it to work in a way like when you need to research a company website. That's it. And I don't think so it was quite complex or confusing. It's super clear, something anyone can understand. So we just added these 3 tools and their defaults. Now we need to go back. But yeah, before going back to prompt section again, I just want to take you to the knowledge. Like let's say if you want your agent to answer your questions based on some external knowledge, not just OpenAI knowledge, you can actually add some PDFs or any type of file here. So you can actually import websites, add existing knowledge and blah, blah, blah. You can add any type of information. Let's go back to prompt. Our prompt is almost ready. We just need to connect the tools now. And we need to, so instead of using double brackets here, you can just add the slash and go to tools. And now you can see only those tools which you added yourself are in the tool section. So that's how the agent works, because the tools which you have told agent to work with, it's only showing you those options. Now, if I click on tool 1, it's already connected here and the purpose is written down here. Now let's add the next tool, which is here. Let's go to tools and grab the prospect LinkedIn information. And the last one is go to tools and it's research prospect. No, I'm sorry. I just did a small mistake here. You just need to go to tools and grab a personal brand strategy. Yeah. So we're just passing the outputs of those 3 big tools into this one agent. So that's how it's going to be working. Now, if you click on save changes so that this prompt, whatever changes we are making till now, gets saved, and let's run it now. So once you finish your build, you need to go into the run section where I am right now. You'll see a dashboard like this, by the way. And here you just need to add a prompt like I added. Please provide me with a personal brand strategy, where I added LinkedIn URL and website URL. Then you just need to wait. Now the tools are working automatically, and it's going to be providing you a proper summarized personal brand strategy for that particular client or for yourself. And it's going to be working automatically. There is no need of like adding the information manually from tool 1, tool 2 into tool 3 to get the personal brand strategy. It's going to be working more of like a proper customer facing dashboard, or a place where you can get all of those answers. So tool 2 just stopped working, and then tool 1, it's finished its work too. Now the tool 3, which is personal brand strategy for the possible, is working now. So we just need to wait for a few more seconds. This is now agent working, by the way, personal brand strategist for possible. Okay, so we need to wait for a few more seconds now. Here we go. We have the proper personal brand strategy for Alex Hormozi. Something which is very comprehensive, very good, value driven, and it's fully automated. And if you want to leave some comment for this, you can leave the comments too. But this is something which is quite fast when it comes to developing your AI agent with the help of relevance. And if you want to share this with your friends, or if you want to embed this to your website or an application, you can just do this. If you want to just share this dashboard with someone, just copy this link and go to new tab and copy and paste the URL. This is how it's gonna look like. By the way, I just opened it in the same Chrome, where I have logged in my own relevance, so that's why you're seeing the same thing. But if you send this link to someone, they can actually use it. So I hope you loved it and you had a great experience learning how to build your first AI agent with the help of relevance. We're going to be building several more AI agents with the help of NA10, 11 Labs, and a lot more. So thank you for watching this, and let's get back to our main video. Now, once you have got something working, you have two plays. Option number 1, go public. Post about it on LinkedIn, Reddit, X, wherever your audience is. Just say something like, I built an AI agent that saves sales team 6 hours a week. Want to try it? If it solves a real pain, people will respond. And if you want my advice, start on X. That's where the most investors and common businesses live. Option number 2, take the same agent and offer it as a service on Upwork. By the way, this is how the Upwork profile looks like. So on top, you can see, luckily I have 98% success rate with all of the jobs which I have done so far, and more than $500,000 in earnings just on Upwork with 85 jobs just. And I've spent like 7,466 freaking hours on the development of AI and no-code development, MVP development, and all of that. So yeah, on Upwork, you can actually create 3 different gigs. The first one is here. This is the second one, which is AI agents and integrations, and then all work. So in the first, we are and the third one, by the way, is I would say the combination of first two both. So if we go into full stack development, this is how it looks like. Bubble.io developer, no code developer, AI automation, and Figma. So if we go down, I just want to show you something here that is, I'm using small paragraphs here. First, I told them like who I am, what I do. Then I told them about my experience. Then I mentioned small bullet points of my experience, which I can do. And then the process, discovery, and then strategy planning, design, development, and deliver. That's it. Such a small description with no extra details. Although I can add a lot more here, but if I add all of those things, it's going to be creating things a lot more confusing for the individuals who are going to come and land on this page. So let's keep things simple as much as we can. By the way, you can also add the video introduction. I just deleted it. I just want to add new, but it's very, very necessary to have because it's going to be a game changer, because I believe all the customers do believe you do trust you when they actually talk to you, when they actually hearing you instead of reading whatever you're writing to them in the form of proposals. So then if you go down hours per week as needed, this is the option I have chosen. There are lots of more options, like you can do 30 hours per week or less than 30 hours. It's up to you, but I have went for as needed, open to offers, which means I can work unlimited. Languages and few more things. And if you come down here, then you can add the portfolio of your projects which you have done in the past. It's something which is very, very important to have. And I believe 3 things are very important on any profile. First, description should be very good, and then introductory video, which I do not have right now, sadly, and then these portfolio projects. So that's also very important. And by the way, I also attached my agency with my personal account, and agency name is possible here. So you can also do that. It depends like what's your use case and how many individuals are working with you. If you're working alone, then there is no need to attach the agency. You can just use your own personal profile. But if you do have agency, then it's important to attach your agency so that Upwork should know how many individuals are working with you, or you're not offering your work to other people just from your one profile, which is against the rules and regulations of this platform. And then lots of positive feedbacks. By the way, this individual paid me $102,000 just for the Bubble application, which is an MVP. You can see I worked for him for almost like 1,000 hours and more, and then 8,000, 15,000, 10,000, 17,000, you name it. So lots of good things here. Yeah, there is one more thing, because when you'll be starting with this platform, you cannot actually get the feedbacks if you're not doing any job. So what you can do is like you can request people outside the Upwork to drop some testimonials for you. So in my case, I have 2 here. There is 1 pending. So in this way, you can also have your feedbacks visible on your profile. You can also control the visibility of them from here. And yeah, in the next videos, we'll be covering a lot more on Upwork. We'll be covering Upwork in very depth. But for now, I just wanted to show you which sections are very important, especially on your Upwork profile. And it's more of like I would say you can easily come to this platform and start selling your services. Now let's talk about proposals for a second. There is no magic line, but here is what works. Read the job post, like actually read it. Find the real pain behind the request. Then ask smart questions in your proposal that prove you understand it. That alone puts you ahead of 90% of freelancers who are online on freelancing platforms. And before the call, just do the preparation. Write down your key points. Think through 2 to 3 sharp ideas. And here is one thing I do every time. I take a photo of my desk setup or my notes, send it in the night before with a quick message like, excited for our call tomorrow. Been preparing some ideas. I think you will love it. Blah, blah, blah. It's small, but it works. It shows you care. It builds trust way more faster than you think. Also in the next video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 key things you should focus on in 2025 to move your product forward in the market. So don't miss it. Also, if at any point you feel stuck or unsure what to do, drop your questions in the comment section below. I'll reply to every single one of you. And if you really want to follow the exact steps I used to go from building small apps to making a full-time income with AI agents, go to my website, grab a full copy. And if you want to schedule a call with me personally, my calendar is attached in the description below or might be in the comment section below. And let me know what things I should be covering in the upcoming videos, or at what point you're stuck at the most, which you really want to see someone to do it here. And let me know that in the comment section also. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye.